Chat. Chitty chitty chat chat. The mic is really loose. Whatever. Hello! As people come in. Come on in. Come on in. Ooh. Whoa, welcome. I don't know if anyone's here. Aside from myself. Whatever, we're just kind of chilling. Chilling. As we wait. It's good stuff.
The iPad.
Just kind of vibing. You know, we're just vibing a little. Chilling. Hanging out. Yep. Tony, give me a piece of the nut. Oh, Addie's streaming. That might be going on now. Nah, she's glitched. I don't know. I wonder how that looks. Would it stay that way if I... Chat. Chitty chitty chat chat. Got the fucking shit stuck in my head. Super shit. So, it's gonna be so tough. That's right, Raylan. I would say Raylan. You know why I say Raylan? There is a show. I don't know what it aired on because I have the box set and I just finished watching and it was like 5 seasons. And it's called Justified. It's about some cop in Kentucky, and it's very like cowboy meets cop drama thing, and the main character's name is Raylan. So every time I look at your name, I'm like, oh, Raylan, but no, not the case. Let's pull the stream a little darker so it's easier to see. a lot of the white text. All right. I think we're good. I'm kind of just like going through my GUI right now just to make it as clean as I can because, you know, I care for it to look nice for you guys. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Let's see here. I need to be transparent. First and foremost. Send it to myself. I don't know if this will look nice. Might just not look nice, but you know, we'll find out. Going around, emailed it to myself. Yoink. Now I did put multiply on this. I'm not sure what it'll look like, but we'll see. Layout 2. Let's go ahead into here and add that in. Ooh. Goodness, I guess that should be like on the very bottom. Yeah. Whoa. Cool. Cool. Rylan, how's your day going, man? How are you? Hi, RTZ. Hello. What's going on? Let's talk about our day. I had a fun day. Went to the doctor's office. Got a checkup. And then I watched the new Superman movie with my parents. That was fun. They didn't like it much, but I did. I thought it was pretty good. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. A 3 foot tall. So it's like, is it 3 feet tall as in it's like shadow height accurate? Like it's 3'3"? Or it's just pretty big? Might be height accurate. You'll measure it. Okay. All right. Yeah, Louis, we stream every Tuesday, and oh, he's not in the chat yet. I always get it on my screen before you guys do. Yeah, Pusher Boy Louis. Louis, we stream every Tuesday and Friday. Tuesdays from 8 to 11. Fridays from 2 to 5. So 3-hour span. We're in there doing stuff. All sorts of stuff. So we're going to continue the redoing AI art bit because you guys seem to really like that. Just sitting on my iPad here. I'll name this Better Art Than AI 2. And we got a wild one for stream today. I showed it off last time, so if you were here, you'd know. It is, behold, this, what they thought silver was. I mean, sorry, SBO. And it's very much not SBO. This is a terrible amalgamation of, like, God, it looks like Jet the Hawk and Tangle the Lemur. Like, it could not figure out what it is. I'm trying to think of, like, why would it make this? Because you've got the Sonic quills, right? So it was like, oh, it's a Sonic character, we should make him look like Sonic. But then it just had no idea. I like that he has goggles in 2 of them. We'll leave the goggles in. We're going to decide on what we want him to look like because we got these 4 things to mix and match. I measured the plush. It's just a little bit shorter than 3 feet, like 1 inch shorter, so it's not exactly Heidegger. It's pretty dang close. Is that Scourge? Exactly my point. Like, it was trying to figure out who the hell this is. I love this music. All right. No, it's not that. Where'd it go? Hold on. What's happening here? There we go. A lot of messing with things. Cool. So we're back. We're good. We're in. We're ready. Are you ready? So the first question I think we should ask is, what do we want this guy to look like? I'm thinking so let's keep the goggles, why don't we? Because I like goggles. I think it adds a bit of flair to a character. So we're going to want the goggles. the goggles. Let's make this bigger just so we can all like really take a look at these guys. I like the first one's shoes. The third one is kind of hard to read. And the fourth one is just a big thing. RTZ AI thought it was SBO. It did not get it right. You can tell like in the first and the third one, it kind of knew where it was going, and it's like, oh, chameleon. He should have like a curvy tail. So it gave him that. But then for everything else, it was like, no idea, but it's a Sonic character, so like let's make him look like Sonic. And that's why he has the spines. The fourth one has pretty accurate ears to Sonic. The fourth one's actually just pretty much Sonic by far. It's not even close. So yeah, I'm thinking we do that. I like that idea. It's a good idea. So the goggles, we want number one's shoes, because I like those shoes. The colors are nice and they complement the goggles. The hair, it's just Sonic's hair. We'll go, I don't know. I mean, it thinks it should have the 3 spines. What about you guys? That's what yeah. Louis says that it's the first one. It's the only one with unique quills. That's true. You could say that the third one here, so the one on the left, is like, I don't know. I guess now that's bigger and I'm actually looking at it, it's definitely not the case. That being said, I want to go with number 3's ears. Just because they're really big. So let's do number 3's ears. And number 2 looks like he's wearing a jacket of some kind. I like that a lot. So let's go with number 2's kind of jacket and backpack is what he's doing. And number 2's jacket and backpack. I don't know why 2 came out so soft. Hello. And then, sure, number 1's hair. So is he just going to be a hedgehog? Because I genuinely don't have any ideas of what he can become. He's going to become whatever my brain decides. I don't even know right now. Here's another thing that I notice. All of these have the tan chest, except for number 3. I can't really tell if 4 has it or not. It's all the same color. No, actually, I guess he does. It looks like he's wearing a bandana, and then underneath it he does. Yeah, ooh, hello. So number 1 here, he has gloves. Number 2, his hand kind of turns into a second tail, so that's just AI bullshit. But then it also looks like he's kind of wearing like a Pip-Boy from Fallout. But I like number 3's. Number 3 is wearing fingerless gloves almost, and those look pretty nice. I like the kind of the oh, what are they called? They're like little ball bearings. So let's go with number 3's ears and gloves. And the last question we should have, because they all share the same face, which tail should we do? Because we could do number 3's, which is just a genuine chameleon tail. We could do 2's, which is just a weird striped, it looks kind of like Tangle's thing. And then 1 is just like 3's, but worse. And then 4, because we haven't looked at 4 really. 4 here looks like he just has regular Sonic tail. Yeah. So up to you guys. What do you think we should do? I think it's also important to note that he does not need to be, I mean, you guys are saying like a new animal species, let's go. Because he does not need to be a chameleon. I think the defining feature of a chameleon in the Sonic franchise is that the line of their eyes kind of connects, like it folds over their muzzle, and also the horn, obviously. And none of these have horns, so we're not going to give him a horn. So it doesn't need to be anything. I mean, I'd like to decide on an animal when we're done. But I like the second tail, but it looks too much like Tangle's. There's no reason why we can't do it. Since the 4th one hasn't gotten anything, why don't we just do the regular tail? Yeah? Olo. I'm thinking just the regular tail. How does that look, by the way? I'm just checking something. No, I don't like that at all. Alright, so let's do 4's tail. I'm gonna write down, because I'm gonna forget, so I'm gonna write down the stuff. So goggles. Number 1, shoes and hair. Number 2's jacket and backpack. Number 3's ears and gloves. And lastly, number 4's tail. Cool. Cool. Can I send you an image in DMs of Spiny? Spiny the porcupine, so you can see why I hate how similar the second and third art of Spiny. Sure. Isn't Spiny just the guy from Panic Porcupine? Because I've played some of that, and I don't think that's... Like, he's brown, right? Send it. Go right ahead. Totally. Okie dokie. Oh. Okay, no problem. Spine is your Sonic. I don't know what pen and pork. Yeah, no problem. Okay. So let's draw this guy. The next question is... Let me get closer to my mic here. The next question is, what pose? What pose should we give this poor fellow? Battery's fun. What pose? Well, what poses do we have available, Connor? Good question. Let me check if I have anything in my folder.
This place looks like a deserted mine of some kind. Most of it's underwater now.
No, I have no idea. It's just a lot of comics that I was coloring. I drew that. That was me. I have no idea. Why don't we let's go look online for posing. Because I'm not, like, creativity guru. I do look things up every now and again. This looks good.
Expect the inside of the mines to be like this.
All right, chat. Pick away. You sent me a DM? So you did. Oh, nice. That's cute. Can I show the stream? I'd love to show off this guy. He's a nice looking fella. This is Louis' OC. Oh wait, he's green, so it like goes to the green screen. Whatever. The one above the guy hanging on the wall looks so raw. That'd be peak pose. That's the third one. I'm going to go with what Ryland's saying, Louis. Just because if we're going to draw a really nice like jacket, then it would be hard to see. No. I might go with Louis, just because first come, first serve. Nah. Let's go with Rylands. All right, chat. Is that a green light ride I hear? Lo-fi version of Green Light Ride? I've been playing Team Sonic Racing, so that's kind of in my head. All right. Cool. So let's sketch that out, shall we? Wobbly, wobbly, wobbly. All right. Let's take a look here. What it look like? I can just kind of clip that. So I'll throw that right over here. That's cool. If I would have showed the jacket with the last one, the top row fits. That guy? He's just kind of crouching like a gremlin. I like the drop. The drop looks nice. So let's see here. Again, we can't go like 1-to-1 because human anatomy is not Sonic anatomy. So too big. About yay. Oh, Rylan. That's a good one. You're so funny. Hee hee ha ha. Ew. Again, Benders. What a guy. Nah. Let's just like throw down a kind of a rough sketch of what we're going for. Apparently a streamer I watched got blocked by Penders to ratio. I think I might be blocked by Penders. I'm not so sure. I'll have to check, but I don't know. I don't think Pender's writing is as bad as people make it out to be. His art is horrific. Like it's nightmare bad. But I don't know. Some of his writing I liked. As someone who's actually read Archie from start to finish, there are so many takes that I realized are just unfounded. But that's not the here nor there. Let's see here. So it's a question for you guys. What's your favorite Sonic game? You got a favorite Sonic game? Correction, I've watched 2 streamers who may or may not have been blocked by vendors. Was that me being the second one? So, can anyone guess what my favorite Sonic game is? No prize, but, you know, if you can get it. Oh shit, his legs are a lot thinner than I thought. My favorite game is Loki, the greatest game of all time, Sonic Eraser. I feel like we talked about this before, because I remember the word Sonic Eraser, but I do not remember what it is. My favorite Sonic game is switching constantly between Mania, SA3, and SA2. Sorry, just Sonic 3. My favorite Sonic game is not Unleashed, but you're really close. Is it Generations, perhaps? No. Sonic Racer is that first Sonic game, Tetris, with the awful music. Sonic, is that one Sonic Tetris game? Puyo Puyo? I'm looking up Sonic Eraser because I don't know what you guys are talking about and I feel out of the loop. Sonic Eraser. This is not your favorite game. I refuse to believe this is your favorite game. It just isn't. This thing. I'd like to point out. What is this? AI? Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? If there was ever a running for at least readable Sonic silhouette, this would take the cake. If you showed me just this but straight black, I wouldn't even think it's a character. I was like, what is this blob you have drawn? It doesn't look terrible. I mean, this is not Tetris. I like Tetris. I'm a big Tetris fan. That ain't Tetris. Hello. Hello, Foxy1. Hello. Welcome to the chat. We're redrawing, I should say, terrible AI generations. So this is supposed to be SBO. It's not SBO. You know what, chat? Let me actually get SBO and like put him up because people will not know. Not everyone knows who this is, right? So let me just save this picture of SBO. Okay, throw him in the chat. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. Listen to the music from Sonic Eraser. We'll do that right now. That's a great idea. SBO. Yes. Behold, SBO. You know what the heck? I'll move my entire stream over. Let me just slide my iPad down. And now we can put this stuff right here. Cool. I'll grab another one while we're at it. Just it's 2D and 3D model. SBO2. Save. Bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. Okay. Swap these. He fits nicely here. He doesn't. That's good. All right. What have you been up to, chat? You've been talkative. Someone said, okay. Listen to the music from Sonic Eraser. Done. Let's pull that up. Sonic Eraser. OST? People look this up? What? The full soundtrack. Is there only one song? It looks like there's only one song, guys. It's... No, what? Alright, we're gonna listen to the Sonic Eraser OST right now. So we have it here. Let me just finish reading off the chat before we do this. Okay, on a real note, my favorite Sonic game is Black Knight. Not to brag, I'm probably the world's biggest Sonic Black Knight glazer. I really like Sonic Black Knight. It's my favorite version of the character, by far. A lot of people do not like my hot take that Sonic characters should age. They're like, oh, be ageless, whatever. And I'm like, the whole point of Black Knight is that, like, who wants a world that goes on forever? You age. That's just how life is. Live life. SBO jump scare. Yeah. Really, his ears are cooked? I hope not. I hope this isn't abysmal dog shit. Such a banger. I'm playing Melon Playground and I'm torturing this melon. Foxy, bud, I appreciate you being here, but get your head in the game. Stop playing Melon Playground. SBO jump scare again. Just one song. All right, well, we're going to listen to that one song right now. It's like there's a bird whistling. The hell? Well, Louis, this is the music that came up. Oh. It's like the full soundtrack, is what it says. And the full soundtrack is apparently in total 5 minutes long. So that means there's like 2 or 3 songs. So I think it's going to come up in a second. Ah. All right. Here's the next one. Where's the melody? It's just noise. Someone just pounding a bell in my ears. Chat, you're crazy. Okay. Okay, that's enough. No more of that. You know what I really like? I'm a big fan of Sonic Spinball. Dude, Louis, oh my god. I don't know if we said it at the same time, but I read it right after I said that. Sonic Spinball options type music. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. you can see it's like one of my top searches. Okay, so has anyone here seen, I can't play it for probably copyright reasons, but has anyone here seen, there's an animation on YouTube with Surge, Kit, and Starline. And it's like, you'll hear it here, but it's like Surge just like electrifying different bits of like the metal on her character design. It's like, and it's really, really good. I love the song. And every time I hear it, I think exactly of Surge, and I'm like, oh, I really hope that, hey, that's us. Yo. I really hope that, yeah, that scene will come up if she's ever added to the games. Speaking of IDW character added to the games, the opposite is actually in motion. A news thing came out today for IDW Comics saying like a rogue AI has entered the system or something like that. And so it's not confirmed, but everyone's thinking that Sage is going to be added soon. And I'm very excited for that because if you know, you know, right after Sonic Forces is when the IDW comics happen. So Frontiers happens after all the comics. And I was like, the comics are canon, that's super cool, but we're taking a long ass time to get through these comics. So if it is canon, can we speed it up? Especially when you have things like I don't know, I mean everything's like fine in Frontiers, right? Sonic, Amy, Tails, Knuckles, they're all chilling. Eggman, chilling. So it's kind of hard for me to take anything IDW seriously, knowing that everything will be fine. But I'm glad that it seems we are having a time skip in the Sonic comics. Really excited for that. Okay, let's get back to Metal Virus is what Sonic Forces should have been. Look, Sonic Forces is arguably the most frustrating Sonic game they have ever made. I'm not talking about gameplay, I'm not talking about level design, I'm not talking about whatever. I'm talking about the story. It is a 6-month war where Eggman takes over the entire planet. And it all happens off screen. Why? What? I would have loved to see that. But nope. Nope. You don't get to see a damn thing. All that cool shit that happened, gone. Sorry, anyway. Drawing this guy. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie artichoke. Let's go ahead and throw down his shoes. About that. Wow, that's abysmal. I've been drawing a lot of shoes recently. I went over it last stream just because I was really proud of it. But I have a video coming out soon about a lot of these characters' shoes. And it's like a quiz. And it's going to be really fun. Louis, you're heading out. It's really late for you. Adios. Bye, Louis. Out of curiosity, Louis, where are you before you head out? Where is so late for you right now? Because I'm East Coast. I'm East Coast of the United States. I'm a South Florida boy. And it's 9 o'clock right now. So if you don't mind me asking, where you from, bud? Netherlands. It's maybe 3 a.m.? That's crazy, Louis. That's crazy. Rylan, a fellow South Florida boy? Yup. I do not care to dox myself online. Obviously, I'm not going to give you my exact address, but I'm Coral Springs. So, do you know where that is? Maybe you'll see me around. I don't know. Netherlands, it's maybe 3 p.m. right now. It's crazy. You have a very terrible sleep schedule. I don't doubt it. I have, like, wicked insomnia. It's probably because I'm staring at a screen all day talking to you guys. But I've been trying to make it a point to go to bed earlier because I used to go to bed like every night at 3. And I probably will tonight, honestly, because I have a short to make after this stream. Ugh. Alright, well. Adios, Louis. It was good having you, man. I don't know. If you would like the video, I guess, like the stream, I think that might tell YouTube to bring in more people. So if you would do that for me, that'd be really nice. Yeah. Cool. I did get better. However, today's not my day. I'm so sorry for you. Get a lot of rest. Please do. Goodbye. All right. Adios, Louie. You guys haven't actually sleep? Dorks. I haven't slept in 4 days. I know. I'm pretty badass. Rylan over here like... You guys actually sleep? That's crazy. Some birdly ass dialogue. Those are my blue light glasses, by the way. I don't actually need them. I can see just fine. Let's put on some the music again. Just throw that back on. I'll wait for Louis' response to pop up in the chat. God, I'm glad I didn't leave yet. That roast was crazy. He wrote the thing. It wasn't me. All right. About here. Nah. Let's run it back, actually. About here. So if your arm is back like this, then your hands are kind of out to the side. From that perspective, it's kind of in, so it would look like kind of a that. Yeah. And then this arm, kind of from this area, coming down here. A little bigger than that. All right. Comes down this way. And then it'll wrap around like kind of like that, and it'll come between his legs. So pull it like this. That's fine. All right. Not between his legs. What am I talking about? That can be. Actually, might look cooler. Yeah. Let's do that. That looks nice. Then it wraps in. Okay. Okie dokie. Y'all. We got our guy. We got our pose. Pose check. All right, Ryland, you picked it. How's it look? I might make his head a little smaller. Oh, for sure. That's way better. Yeah. Rylan, I'm going to assume you like this. All right, I'm gonna whip out my notes, and we're gonna start adding in the different stuff. Let me take a picture of something. Hold on. All right. Good, good, good. All right, we got our notes. Let's start going. So we're doing number 1, shoes and hair. So let's start there because the hair is important. Let's run that to 50, I guess. So number 1's hair. Actually, just a second. Let me snag this stuff here. I'm making these individual so I can like move them around easier. So let's name you 1. Oh shit, change all of them. Why did that change all of them? What? That's so weird. Whatever. I really don't need this guy. That's what I like him. Unnecessary. And then let's move him over here closer to me. Because I don't like the other ones. And if I make him the same size as everyone else, then it kind of fits right in there. Good, good, good. Alright, so let's make this guy bigger. Chat, I'm back. I had to lock in while listening to the musical masterpiece that is the Sonic Eraser soundtrack. Unfortunately, Ryland, there is no chat. There's just you. Yeah, I think you're the only person here. I was all lonely. You left me. I was very sad. So we're going to start adding on stuff from guy number 1. Now, interestingly enough, on all of these, right, on all of them, the eyes are not connected. So we can definitely do two different eyes. It doesn't need to be the, one long oblong thingy that Sonic has. Suck that down. It's not really looking where I want him to, if that's the case. Here's a question for you, Rylan. Do you think... Well, what do you think is Sonic's theme song? It Doesn't Matter, His World... What? Oh, hey, K. Browning. Having fun talking to the droid? The clanker, some might say. That someone's me. Hey, K. Browning, while you're here, what do you think is Sonic's theme song? Hi, Wispy. Welcome back. We're making whatever AI... what theme song am I talking about? Like, His World versus It Doesn't Matter versus whatever. There's been a bunch. So we're making Espio. Wispy, we are making whatever this AI thought Espio was. He's going to end up looking green, and we have written down exactly what we are using to make him. Low-key, It Doesn't Matter, specifically SO2 is a good theme song for Sonic. Low-key, I actually hate It Doesn't Matter with a burning passion. I think His World is peak, and it's not even close. What I can do? Hold on, chat. I got an idea. I'll move this stuff here. There we go. Just have all my refs kind of on the floor here, and I'm going to add in, for those who weren't here earlier, because this is a really good idea. Espy's going to look like a real chameleon? No, he is not. None of these things look like chameleons. Let's see here. Threes. And number four's tail. Let's see here. Let me shrink this bad boy. Replace it with a good old ampersand. I'll click on those. Yeah, there we go. Much nicer. Can throw my reference back. SPO can chill over here, and then these guys can slide more to the center. Okay. So the text over here is kind of the plan. Honestly, I thought that was a Scourge for a sec. Yeah. He is a green Sonic looking thing. I'm not a fan of either of them. Knuckles the Movie 7. Actually, scratch the Endless Possibility might be a good theme song. I think it perfectly captures the feeling of freedom that Sonic's supposed to give off. I love Bowling for Soup, the band that made Endless Possibilities. They also did the Phineas and Ferb theme song, and they play Love Handle in the show. And the lead singer also it plays Chuck E. Cheese and all of the promotional material for Chuck E. Cheese. So as much as I like Endless Possibilities, it is just Chuck E. Cheese singing, and I can't get that out of my head, so it kind of puts a damper on it. Imagine if Sonic Boom was based on Cow's movie. Kay Browning, I have no idea what you're talking about. Not a clue. What is the Cow's movie, Kay Browning? Bowling for Soup is such an underrated band. Word. I'm being silly, duh. None of us can tell, bud. Sarcasm does not translate well through YouTube chat. Anyway. So, she's in hair. So let's do number one's hair. Is kind of like... Oh, shoot, what happened? Oh, never mind. Nothing happened. It's kind of a singular back quill. Like that. And then a very large kind of scoop thing. Let's give him a eyebrow, kind of a big old Sonic eyebrow. And that kind of bends into that. Whatever that is. No, I don't like that. This hump is in the wrong spot. Let's pull it from the bottom, shall we? So if he's falling, which direction? He's falling kind of that way. Then his hair is going to want to follow. Whatever you call that. I don't know if we call it hair. But it does. Kind of going up like that, and then it stretches around. Oof, that's way too thin. No, thank you. No. It's definitely covered up by part of his head. So it shouldn't come out till about here. So let's go... Just pull it up. Just about like that. Yeah, alright, I like that. Kind of a neo metal Sonic look, I guess. So we're doing Three's ears. There's some big ol' ears. Which image? You say the actual image. Do you mean number 1 or the one that's on screen right now? The big one on screen right now. I'm trying to figure out where I should put, because he has big ears that we went for. But if we go with that, then I'm going to have trouble putting his goggles on. So let's swap up his... that for a second. Let's add his goggles. So we'll make his eyebrows a bit closer to his head. Got to sneeze. Excuse me. Now let's have his goggles connect right here. So this is goggle number 1. It's gonna be right here. Oh, God, how do I do this without making it look like a loaf of bread or sad potato? Kind of comes down like this. And then this one, it would connect about here. Sneeze like a shotgun. Yeah, same. I don't drink, but I know how to shotgun. I don't know if any of you would get that. I don't know how old you guys are. There we go. I like that. That looks really good, actually. I like that. That's sick as hell. So now I gotta throw in his ears. These big old ears that he has. Chat, what's your favorite Sonic design? I'll go first. I might get some hate for this, but American Classic Sonic is low-key a really good design. For me, I have both Prime Rouge and Riders Amy. Okay, Browning, you have something with that Riders thing. I think Sonic Riders have some of the best design. Or I should say I'm taking off the goggles for this one, not the headset. I think Riders has the best proportions for any Sonic character so far. I don't think it's the peak model. I really don't. I still think that's Unleashed. However, Riders was the most expressive by far. And they just haven't done it since. And I'm like, guys, come on. And then Shadow the Hedgehog's game, he had so much squash and stretch. I'm like, just combine the two. It's not hard. You can have a realistic world and then still have cartoony characters run around it. Nothing wrong with that. Wispy says that hers might be shadows from Sonic Prime. I think Shadow looks great in Sonic Prime. Honestly, there's very little time that Shadow doesn't look good. Not to glaze the man, but I can't really think of a bad Shadow design. The only thing that I don't like would probably be him from the CGI cutscenes in Shadow the Hedgehog, just because I think his eyes, not like the whole eye, but just his pupils and iris, just those things. That bit. It was too big. How I usually draw my eyes is just like a very large, kind of a large oval, like that. Throw the light up here, connect it in, and bam, you're done. I learned to draw that way because I grew up on Tracy Yardley's artwork, and that's how he always does his. Shadow the Hedgehog's, though, his eyes were huge. It always looked like this. And I was like, okay. Just a bit odd to me. And I just did not like that. I was like, whoa, all right, dial it back. So that's my thoughts on Shadow. I would like to Uphouse make appearance in Sonic games. You're gonna have to spell that out, K Browning, if you're using speech to text. Blaze the Hat movie 4? Doubtful. I would draw whole characters, first their head or ears, then the rest of the body. That's what I usually do. I usually start, before I really started doing basic shapes for my characters, I would always draw their muzzle and then just build from there. Which is fine for stands. Like if you're doing a standalone, like SBO, totally fine. Sorry for the muzzle, go nuts. The main problem with that is that if you're drawing a lot more, or you're drawing him in a scene, you will lose the ability to tell where his feet will connect with the ground at whatever height you make him. And so it just ends up being inconsistent. So I stopped doing that. Anyway, we're drawing on these big old ears. I do not know how we're going to draw this, guys. Mamma mia. What even? So it comes around like that, and then it kind of bends to the... No, it's too tall. Kind of bends to the side. And then bends back out. No, it's not teardropping. And it just is genuinely really long. It's like right here. Yeah. Kind of like that. Okay. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad. I don't know what it is. No idea what this thing is that we're drawing. But I'm not mad. If you drew from the legs up, the whole body would be messed up. To each their own. Do whatever you feel natural with. There's no wrong way to do art. What Sonic YouTubers do I like? That's funny you mentioned that. So, I started writing scripts for YouTube videos that I didn't end up ever making years ago. And funny enough, that is the exact same time Chalmix started to get popular. And I remember DMing him on Twitter, like a script that I had. And it was so close to mine. It's not like he was copying me or anything, obviously not. It's just absolute coincidence. But I was like, dude, that's the exact thing I wanted to cover. Or that's what I wanted to talk about. And every once in a while, a video would come out about like a lore or something. And I was like, man, I wanted to make that video. No ill will against the man. I've actually met him a bunch of times. Ryan's really nice. So Chalmix is cool. That being sorry. That being said, I'd probably say the first Sonic YouTuber I really started watching was Radical Soda. Ooh, I should contact him. I wonder if he'd be interested in coming on my quiz show. That'd be fun. Okay, so I'll do that. Let me make a note. Text Rob. If you're learning their names for the first time, don't tell me, well, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. Cool, he has no way to contact him. Lovely. Never mind. Sorry. Other ones that I like. I don't know. I like Addie. She's not a YouTuber. She's a Twitch streamer. But Addie's really nice. She's streaming right now, actually, which may or may not be the reason. I don't know. I had a couple people who were watching this last time, and now they're gone. And I'm like, yeah, I might be with Addy. Super Speed Sonic, I've heard of him. Jake Nazura, haven't heard of him. My friend claims to be an OG Sonic fan, yet he's never heard of Sonic Paradox. Womp womp. Yes, so I do like Sonic Paradox. I grew up on all that shenanigans. Newgrounds is kind of a, you know, early me's play. I was never on DeviantArt. I was a Newgrounds kid. What Sonic YouTubers do I not like? So, I really like Sam from Sam Procrastination Station, whatever you want to call it. He's a nice guy, but one of my biggest issues with any streamer is when they don't talk to their chat. I love talking to my chat. I will happily put off whatever I'm doing on stream just to talk with my chat. Sam never talks to his chat. It's just like 100 to 400 people. And that doesn't actually go by that fast. I was surprised. But like people are popping up. They're like doing this, doing whatever. Every once in a while I'll see someone ask him a question. He'll just ignore it. And I'm like, dude. So again, I like Sam. Nice guy. In fact, Sam is another person that I've met a few times. He actually has one of my posters on his wall. I sell posters. I make Sonic art all the time. So, I have posters. And I have one for Sonic Prime, and it's on his wall, and that's really cool. I don't know who Massian Pakisian? I don't know who that is, bud. I don't know. There aren't really any Sonic YouTubers I don't like. I think Salty DK Dan is not as funny as people make him out to be. I haven't met him, but I'd like to. I've met a bunch of Sonic YouTubers, right? I've met Jet, I've met Chowmix, I've met Sam, I've met Choctopus. They're all really nice guys. Sonic Movie News one? Okay. I am my own news source for Sonic Movie News. I'm on the ball. So I never have to really listen to anyone else tell me because I just get the news directly. Okay. Going back to this. What nose are we going to give them? I think they all have the exact same nose, which is just Sonic. Yeah, they all have the exact same nose. So we'll just give them a Sonic looking nose and move on. Yep. Hi, R2Z. Welcome back. Where'd you go, dude? You popped up earlier and then you just disappeared. Everyone saying hi to R2Z. We love the battery charging icon guy. Does RTZ stand for anything? RTZ? I'm interested. Pray tell. No, that's classic Sonic looking nose. Can poke up a little bit. That's fine. Go ahead and fill that in. All right. He's looking good so far. Looking good. So we're going to move on to the next thing. The hell? An ant. I don't know if you can see him. I just smushed him. Oh. No. Stay dead. Yeah, an ant just walked over my screen. That was super weird. So let's see here. It's gonna curl up like that. That's way too much, I feel. Yeah, it's gonna have to be that. I'm gonna go ahead and just remove all these sketch lines. Direction. Hey, Rylan, you picked this pose. I'm going to ask this question to you. Which direction do you want him looking? Straight ahead, kind of down where he's landing, up from where he's falling from. Those are kind of your options. Oh, and Peter Netter. I didn't mention Peter Netter, but Peter Netter. Left? Like that way or that way? Straight ahead would look better. So that way or that way? It's more than just up, left, right, and down. Straight ahead? Alright, well, I guess that way it is. I would do him falling. I think that would look a lot cooler. Rylan, Peter Netter mention? Yes. Yes. Peter Netter was one of my favorite Sonic YouTubers when I was growing up. I was a huge Cardboard Sliver fan. To give you an idea of, I guess, the era of when I was there. Yeah. I love him. Shit, let me see if I can get him on the show. Hold on, chat. We're going off to go hunt down contact information. Got a Peter Netter here. Oh, we changed it from Peter the Netter to just Peter Netter? Okay. Doesn't have no way to chat with him. There's a lot less creators. I don't know how, like, a lot of collabs happen, because there's no way to contact a lot of people. Like, I think you at least have your business email up. I mean, come on. That's what this is. Collaboration is business. If you're a YouTuber, that's your job, bud. Peter the Netter. Let's take a look-see here. Triplets born, the throne awaits. Peter, that's not helpful. Sorry, I'm like kind of ignoring you guys. I apologize. What are we talking about? What's a certain type of Sonic fan content that you just don't like? Probably Sonic comic dubs. I know it's a hot take because a lot of people like Adrenaline dubs, and I think they're great. It's just not really for me. I've never cared. um, I don't know. Just not really for me. I think a lot of the time I'll watch a comic dub, and they're just kind of cringe. Acting is difficult, especially with Sonic characters, because you have characters like Jason Griffith's Sonic, right? And Jason Griffith's Sonic sounds like that. Yeah, all right, yeah. And everyone does that with their voice to the point they like get really excessive with it, like, whoa, let's get going. And it's like, please stop. It's not good acting. And that's what every single comic dub sounds like to me. So I've never cared. Rouge comic dubs and Sonic videos from Mashed. As in, you don't like them? I think Mashed is good. I think my favorite thing that Mashed has ever done, Sonic-wise, is the first Sonic rap video they made, I think. And it's probably one of my favorites because it has Irish the Hedgehog in it. It's like Irish rap. For me, there's something about Knuckles series that's fire, but I love them. Okay, okay. No, I mean, I don't like them. Okay. All right. Let me check one more thing. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Enjoy stream VODs, and then we do channel Mr. Soderbergh. That's super cool. I don't know if YouTube's been doing this for you guys, but since I started going on YouTube today, the left bar where your home, short subscriptions, page subscriptions, explore, whatever, all that stuff is like permanently closed. Or no, it's not. You just gotta click on it, but it defaults to close now. It didn't before. That was weird. I don't know why it does that. Bibbity bobbity boobity. Hold on. Project invitation. I'm sending a business email, chat. Artist yourself. I would love to have you on. Oh no. To have you on. P.S. Doodle-doodle-doodle. Master's so goated. I really like the second Sonic Multiverse rap song they did. The one where he's a superhero or something. So, Rylan, let me pull up something just for you. Just for you, my friend. Because I know exactly what you're talking about. So if we go to La Internets. And we go to my... Oh, what's happening? Oh, it's super weird. Oh, whatever. We go to the internet. So this is my portfolio. Again, I'm an artist, so I just have this. And if we scroll down in my digital art category, we should find further. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, is that what you're talking about? I think that's what you're talking about, bud. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep. Hedgehog Man mentioned. I did that. And then, not that you can really see it, but if we zoom in, like over here, you can see kind of Metal Sonic in the back. I don't know. But yeah, Hedgehog Man mentioned. Yep. I love that sort of thing. I thought that was really fun. It's just the right amount of goofy, you know? This is the poster I was talking about earlier, by the way, the one that Sam Procrastinates has on his wall. It's this one. Pay no attention to Mickey Mouse. Yeah. So that poster is mine. Cool Sonic. Thank you, K Browning. I have a lot of cool Sonics. I'm a big fan of Sonic. It's almost like I got a channel surrounding the guy. This one's painted. It looks 2D, but it's not. It's not 2D. It's all hand-drawn. If you really give me time, I can make the most realistic Sonic you've ever seen. It's fire. Okay. Let's get back to work. Let me grab something else here. Yeah. All right. Cool. Cool. All right, let's get back to sketching this guy. Sketch. I'm not so sure if this should go over. I'm thinking actually we should connect it like this. It's probably best. Yeah. Yeah, it's the best. Okay, so where's he looking? Where I think we decided on that, and then I just forgot about it. You scroll up in chat. What are we talking about? RTZ, are you still here? Or did you disappear again? Oh, what? Wait, a guy named One Sad Leg joined at some point? Well, One Sad Leg, I don't know if you're still here, but hello. Welcome to the art gang. Alright, I can't find it. Whatever, we're just gonna do. He's looking kind of down. And he seems to be smiling in all of the AI stuff. I see no reason to not have him keep doing that. So let's keep that nice smile in there. There we go. In fact, let's look at number 2's mouth in particular. He's kind of toothy grin there. RTZ got Thanos snapped. RTZ keeps popping in and out. I know his icon is a battery, but I hope he didn't die. Oh my god, I should get that. I should get an audio bit that just does every time I make a joke. Me likey. Me likey. I'll fuck with it. I'll fuck with it. There we go. That's cool. All right. Let's move on to the next part of his body, which, according to our thingy here, is jacket and backpack. Okay, so let's make 2 bigger here. Kind of throw them off to the side. We're looking here for the backpack. So the jacket is cool enough. Comes off like this. We're in the right one? Yeah, we're in the right one. Looks cool. Looks pretty cool. Comes down and around. So it looks like that. And I'll do that on both sides. So here, it'll come down. Kind of like that. No. Kind of come off like this, and then it'll suck in, and then that'll coast around. Let's have it come up. No, it seems to be a bit wider. Yeah, okay. So it looks like that. Kind of wraps in and then bends back so it connects to here. And this bit warps around so it looks like that. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It's like a pasta shell. I think that's fine. It's solid, whatever. We're going to be making some changes regardless. So he's got this thing, which looks kind of like the backpack strap. So that'll go to here. And that'll come down. So he's got this large circular thing on his backpack. I don't know what it is. No idea. But it's there, and it's big. So he's got that. And that comes down about here. Oh, shoot. The perspective is off! Oh, no! Ah, shit. Hold on. So it looks kind of like that. A bit bigger, I'd say. A bit bigger. Maybe that big. Coming out. Out here. That's fine. Back tack will connect down here. Let's go ahead and draw over that. Out here. So here's where the backpack will start. Have that connect. No. About like that. No, it did look better before. It's kind of hanging over the side. And that connected up here. There. So it looks kind of like that. I guess we go a bit lower. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Hello. Just got this weird backpack thing, but it's whatever. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and change the strap So it comes around like this. And then this will connect back here as well. So it looks like that. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. So there's his backpack. He's got this weird, this really cool, honestly kind of cool looking orb thing? Question mark? Let me draw this out. It's like the necklace he has. So that comes down to about here. And looks like it's going to take a big bite of a cookie. There, I'll put that right here. And that connects to bro's neck. So it goes in here, like that. And it has a really cool design. Kind of a funky looking, really thick. It's like a, yeah, it looks kind of like that. There we go. This looks so tough. Thank you, Rylan. God, I'm never gonna get that right, dude. Okay. Alright, what's next on the agenda? Let me go ahead and just throw this back down here. So we're moving on. We did the jacket and backpack and the necklace thing. Three's ears and gloves. So we did Three's ears. Now we just gotta do Three's gloves. So let's finally make those arms. So actually, let's check number 2 again. Does he have any sleeves? No, he doesn't. He does no sleeves. Totally fine. So we'll run that up. So this goes this way. This one comes up here to there. Let's go ahead and, nope. Go ahead and draw that back. It's gonna turn into a leg, so I might as well just draw the leg now. Let's just draw out those ligaments, shall we? This point is more to the side, so let's do that instead. Then he's got arm 1 coming down here, arm 2. Now, what do the gloves look like on numero trace? So, looks like a really squashed ceramic pot. The coloring is cool, though. Let's go ahead and do that. So, it's got kind of a... looks like this. First, let me ask myself, which way is he going? It's coming out to the side. So this one's going to come in from this direction. It's going to come out from here looking like that. Like this. That'll wrap in, and then we have a little bump at the end here. That's where his hand actually sticks out. So thumb's going to be here, very much facing the camera. Do I remember how to draw a thumb? No, I do not. Whatever, we'll come back to that. I don't care. It comes around like that. Bring that around. Did you guys hear that Ozzy Osbourne died? Oh, I don't know how that looks. Ugh. I feel like there's something very wrong here. But I simply don't know how to fix it. The thumb is too long, I guess. There we go. That's fine. Chat, give me just a second. I gotta check something. All right, chat, can you give me 5 minutes? That'd be super cool. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. So I'm not chatting much. Just admiring his immaculate cooking skills. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Alright, alright, alright. So what's next? Because I stopped paying attention. Oh, we're just doing that again? Alright. Got that. Comes out. Comes out. Wraps in this part. Comes up and wraps in. Comes up and doesn't really have a chance to come in because the hand is right here. Doing kind of the same thing. It's kind of whatever. I don't even know if you'll see the hand, dude. Yeah, whatever. We're just gonna snap it there for the time being, and we'll come back to that. So let's see here. So gloves. That's what we're doing. So we're making the gloves. So Buddy Boy has got these things, and they're just green with so they've got these spiky ball thingies on them. Let me not say I'm all for spiky ball things. But that's that. Kind of wraps around. That looks good. I think. Probably looks good. Probably looks A-okay. I'm gonna hope that looks fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. Oh, it's getting late, y'all. 10:30 is gonna hit me hard. Oh, that's a little short to do. For anyone who's still in the chat, Rylan, I think you're still here. Are there any game characters that I haven't covered in my shorts that you would be interested to see? Because I'm pretty sure there's one left. Like, it's just Arium from Dream Team, and then I'm done. Then I'm going to move on to Boom. But I swear to God I'm missing out on characters. I'll go on to Boots. Oh, I guess I'll do Force Tail, just while we're here. That's just gonna kind of come down here. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So lastly are the boots. That's number 1 shoes. Something in my house smells like bacon. Let me kind of honestly zoom in on this. What are we looking at here? Rylan. I'm not doing that, Rylan. I will make a 1 hour long, honestly, probably a 2.5 hour long documentary on all the Sonic lore up until Sonic 1 at some point. It won't be now, and it certainly won't be about the 10,000th and 278th second of Sonic Unleashed particle effect. You want to know what I'm doing right now, Rylan? I'll let you in on a little secret. The next video that I have is... Okay, so I didn't answer this question because nobody guessed it. My favorite Sonic game is Sonic 06. Always has been, probably ever will be. PO6 did not necessarily make it better or worse in my eyes. Retail 06, I absolutely adore because of how absolutely broken it is. There is nothing I can't do in that game. If I want to go as this character, this location, whether or not the game wants me to, you can find a way to do that. If you want to beat a shadow section as Omega, if you want to go into a side quest when you're not supposed to, if you want to come out of a side quest when you're not supposed to, 06 is so much fun to me because there's just so much freedom because of how poorly built it is. So, I was thinking about 06, and I thought to myself, could I, as a human being, like, make it through each level in that game? So that's what I'm doing. The script's almost done. I've had a really, really fun time making the script. Could I, as a human being, beat 06? And I'm having a great time. So look forward to that video, because that'll come out. I wanted it to come out on Thursday, dude, but that's not happening. I have yet to film anything, which wouldn't be that terrible, because, like, again, I have the script, so I know exactly where everything is. But then I have to edit, so it's probably going to come out early next week, which I'm not a big fan of, but whatever. Yeah, I have a bunch of ideas to add to editing that I haven't added before. Oh, hi, Wispy. You're still here. I have a bunch of things that I want to add to the video. So in my past videos, it's usually just like me standing in front of my green screen and then with, oh, wrong way, with stuff like kind of here. But this time I want like funny effects, and I'll draw in, because again, behold, I'm an artist. So like I'll draw in really goofy shots of whatever we're working on, like whatever we're doing in the video. And I'm really excited to show you guys. So that'll be that. Anyway, we're drawing this thing. So let's do that again. Let's get back to it. We have this. It's pretty much what I drew, actually. It's just funny. Connects here. Oh, what are we doing? What's happening? What's happening here? Section comes up. The section comes up. Yeah. Oop. Doesn't go up that. It's like it's a strap around something. is what this looks like. So it's kind of bending here. I don't know why I'm fine-tuning this so hard. It's literally just the sketch. Just get rid of it entirely. Whatever. It does bend in, but I'm not very good at that, so I'm gonna bend out. The shoe bends this way, so I guess I'll draw it accurately to what it is. This is a very weird shoe design, but out of the 4 of them, it's the best one. So let's see here. It comes out here, and then you've got the, oh shoot, and then you got the actual rubber part, as all shoes do, except for Crocs, I guess. Let me draw the front part. So the front part comes to about here, and then it goes over. What are you guys talking about over in chat? Sudoku 6 is one of my favorite games in terms of how fun it is, just because of the glitches. Exactly. Chat, be right back. Adios, Rylan. Wispy, what's your favorite game? I forget if you answered that question or not. Has to be Sonic Frontiers. That's awesome. I like Frontiers a lot. A lot of people online are dunking it nowadays, and I've never really understood why, because it's really good. So that's super cool. Totally agree. Frontiers is a great game. Unrelated to Sonic stuff. Wispy, have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters? So I watched it for the second time yesterday. Like this thing comes out kind of to about here, and then it clicks toward the end of the shoe like that. That's so weird. I'll do that. That looks fine. Yes! I always listen to their songs. I love that movie. Win. I've had Free playing on loop in my head since I started this stream. It's not even a joke. It's just such a good song. I showed it to my mom, and she's like, "Oh, maybe kids do have good taste." I think we're almost done. Hey, Rylan. We're talking about K-pop Demon Hunters. If you're interested. I smell the faintest scent of smoke. Hold on. That's so odd. Whatever, I'll be fine. Trust. Let me make it a little smaller. Yeah, that's fine. I thought I smelled smoke. I just texted my wife, "Why do I smell smoke in here?" She just replies with, "Don't worry about it." Don't worry about it. Let's go ahead and just follow that around. About here, that's good. It's actually really fat. I think I'll pull that up a little. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And then we'll do the same thing from before. So we'll draw this part here, which is, for some reason, an outstretch. It's a outcrop thingy. Bro's got like a steel toe. And then you've got it again right about here, where it zooms to the back, and then again it comes out a little bit, and then rides up the top till there. So this part again also pops up, so we can draw the connecting line here, and then we can go ahead and connect it. Definitely think it'll be good to wrap this around. Cool. And connect that there. And then it comes in like this again. I still think this is just the weirdest thing. That connects to the side. Oh, it does go in on both sides. Weird. Then you got this big old circle thing. Yeah. And then all of them have, if I remember correctly, let me whip that out. Yeah. They all have the Sonic stomach thing. So let's go ahead and add that in. Oh, what's happening there? Wait. There we go. So this will come up from here and then work its way down. No. There we go. Kind of connects there. Yeah. All right. You know what I will do? I'm going to pull this up just a little bit. It's a bit too... It's not fat enough. There we go. Might even pull this one up a little bit. Oh, what's happening? Let's pull this one up like that. And chat, we're done. Behold, the guy. He's a cool dude. Cool dude. His eyes are definitely thinner than ours. He's like too Sonic looking, and I don't like that. So I think to really change that, we're going to swap up the eyes and nose. I don't care how chill of a guy he is, Rylan. Bro's getting a nose job. Mandatory nose job. That'd be cool. Yeah. Fuck with that. That's nice. Okay. Bro's fallen from the heights. He is based off SBO, and SBO frowns. So we're going to give him a big old frown. And the nose, we're going to make shorter. How short, you say? Micro-peen short, guys. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I simply draw. What's happening? There we go. Can fill that sucker in. And finally, his eyes. There we go. All right, Rylan. What do you want to name him? Wispy, you are more than happy to name him as well. Spike, Little Jim Bob. I hate to say it, Rylan, but I'm more inclined to go with Spike than I am Little Jim Bob. Let me actually do a new layer here just so I can draw in the eyes better. There, that's much better. Much better. I'm down for Spike. But I feel like Spike is kind of generic. Jim Bob is weirdly specific. Is there anything about his person? He does yell Explorer, doesn't he? And I'm fine for Spike for that. Radar. Yo. Okay. Wispy, I fuck with it. Yo. That being said, I do think there actually is a character named Radar. And I believe he's from Archie. I want to say post reboot. Radar Archie. So if I look up Radar Archie, not Emerald Radar. It's like the, oh my gosh, post reboot Freedom Fighters Desert. I forget where it is. The Desert Raiders. It's here. Okay, let me show you guys what I'm looking at because you don't have no idea what I'm talking about. This one here, I'm pretty sure her name is Radar. Sonar. Not Radar. Well, in that case, looks like Quaver. Oh, it is Quaver. Huh. I recognize her artwork anywhere. Radar it is, guys. Radar. Now, what is he? I think is the next most important question. What is this guy? Because I'm staring at him and I have no idea what this dude is. It's absolutely tough. We're not naming him the Thing. And I don't want to go with Hedgehog. That's so boring. And don't mind me, I'm just kind of doofing off. There's falling. Falling really fast. I don't know. He's got really big ears and a long thing on his back. Animals. Let me look up spiky animals with long ears. Okay, a fennec and a hedgehog both pop up, which is funny because there's the exact two things I was thinking of not doing. Whoa, wait, hedgehogs can have really long ears. What the hell? Tenric? Not doing a Tenric. There are too many Tenrics. Okay, there's one Tenric, but she's like a main character. Look at this, guys. I don't know that hedgehogs can have really long ears, but I guess that's like not... It's like its own species. Yo, is that Barry? I love Barry. It looks like some form of canine, you think? Oh, you mean the one that we're staring at right now? It does. Looks like a head of a dog on the body of a cat. The fossa. Big floppa. Yup. Alright. Hedgehog it. Well, fuck it. I'm down for Tenric. Tenric. Bam. Oh! Yo, they're usually like almost like actually almost Surge's colors. That's cool. I didn't know that. Damn. Might we just call him the Thing? Now draw the rest of the Denric. Whatever. We can come up with this later. But you know what? Radar it is. For the time being, radar. What? Wait. There we go. I was like, what's happening here? All right. All right. That was really fun. Thank you all for being here. Rylan and Wispy and everyone who has left. So K Browning, RTX, One Sad Leg, Louie, who went to bed, Foxy 1. Yep. That's everyone. Thank you for being here. It's really great when you guys show up. I love being able to talk to you guys. Right? Rylan just said the fact that we went from SBO to this is baffling. Absolutely. It's not SBO. I don't know who that is, but it's not SBO. But he looks sick as hell, doesn't he? I love this guy. I think his shoes are kind of weird. They're probably stupid looking shoes, but whatever. We're good. So I'm going to head out. It's 10:55, so it's basically time to, wrap it up anyway. It is time to wrap it up. Yeah. I just got my capture card in the mail like 5 minutes before stream. So this will be used to film my video. So I'm going to go get to work on that. I'm going to check something, and I'm going to make the short. So you'll see that tomorrow. So that's Arium. So you'll see Arium from Sonic Dream Team, the Apple Arcade exclusive, tomorrow. And that's that. Thanks so much for being a Scourge, but not Scourge. Yes, exactly, Wispy. So that's that. I will see you on Friday, if you're going to be here on Friday, from 2 to 5, same as always. And then we'll ink and color and shade and send him out like we did Silver last week. Or not Silver. What do we name him? Gilbert? I think we named him Gilbert. Yeah, so he'll go out to the collection with Gilbert. All right. Adios.